Nice job, guys. I know it was a last-minute change, so way to go. All right, welcome to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2021. If you would please stand and remove your hats for the presentation of the national anthem performed by the Ranger Choir under the direction of Mr. Rendell Frunk. Drop your umbrellas. Drop your umbrellas.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. You may be seated. We almost made it. Today was a gorgeous day until right about this time, so I appreciate you hanging in with us. Good evening. I'd like to welcome the parents, family, and friends that have joined us today to celebrate the graduating class of 2021. I'm honored to stand before you this evening as principal of Estacada High School and to celebrate the accomplishments of this amazing group of students. I'm joined on stage this evening by the Board of Directors and Superintendent Carpenter. I want to personally thank each of them for their service to our community and ensuring that Estacada is a great place for all students. Thank you. One of the many things I love about Estacada is our community. According to Merriam-Webster, a definition of a community is a feeling of fellowship with others as a result of sharing common attitudes, interests, and goals. In this stadium tonight is a community committed to the success of each graduate sitting before us. I want to acknowledge the many people that have supported the mission of ensuring all students are equipped with the skills and knowledge to be successful and resourceful. The journey to today was not a solo journey. It has taken a team. Our district is very fortunate to have tremendous people that are dedicated to our students. Our operations and maintenance department ensures that students have a safe and clean learning environment, as well as the technology, nutrition, and transportation they need to thrive. The district office works diligently to provide schools with the necessary resources for all students. And our district, pre-K to 12, has a dynamic force of teachers, counselors, administrators, specialists, secretaries, and paraeducators that work tireless each day on behalf of our students. Thank you. Grads, go ahead. Grads, now I need your help. Please turn and find your people in the crowd and point to them. I know it's a little difficult. Find the right umbrella. Now keep pointing. These are the people that had dreams for you before you ever did, that wiped your tears, kissed your owies, celebrated your triumphs, tucked you in, shared your highs and lows, that pushed you to reach for the stars and will always be your biggest fans. On the count of 3, I need you to please let them know how grateful you are by yelling a huge thank you. 1, 2, 3. Graduates and families, after years of hard work, this day marks a turning point in your lives. For our young people, they take on new opportunities, challenges, and ownership of their direction in life. As a parent of 2 recent graduates myself, parents and guardians, I congratulate you. Your years of support, worry, love, and dreams for your child have come to fruition. Well done. When I think of the class of 2021, their journey to today, 2 words come to mind: strength and resilience. In the spirit of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., the ultimate measure of a person is not where they stand in moments of comfort and convenience, but where they stand during challenges and controversy. This group of students have endured many challenges, especially in recent years. They are the survivors of a global pandemic, wildfires, ice storms, and tragedies that will have a lasting impact. These students in the class of 2021 have demonstrated tremendous strength and resilience when faced with challenges. In my short time here, I have witnessed them come together to support one another regardless of differences, cheer each other on from the sidelines, and step in to support their community when tragedy struck. Through all of these adversities, these students have demonstrated tremendous character. We are all proud of the young adults you have become. This class is not only resilient, they are driven, compelling, and destined for greatness. I want to take just a few moments, not minutes, I promise, to share the class of 2021 with all of you. Graduates, please briefly stand if you served on student council or leadership over the last 4 years, participated in athletics during your years at EHS. Please stand if you went to an event to support your fellow students. Stand if you performed in our performing arts program. Please stand if you were a part of our amazing choir or band programs. And stand if you were a member of any one of our many clubs throughout your time here. Lastly, please stand if you have volunteered or mentored in our community during your years at EHS. You see, our students are not just students. They are members of a strong school community, a community in which they have helped cultivate during their high school career, a community that is better because of them, and a community that is proud of them and their accomplishments. At EHS, we believe in greatness. We believe that each and every student will succeed, and our team is dedicated to ensuring that our students believe in themselves and their success. While my time here so far has been short, I've witnessed this. Whether in the classroom or Zoom, on stage, the field, court, or track, these graduates have demonstrated they are destined for greatness. Before you is greatness in the making. These graduates have a bright future ahead of them. Not only are we here to celebrate tonight their graduation, but also to celebrate their future plans. Graduates, I'm going to ask you to stand one more time, and you're going to need to stay standing. Please stand if you're entering the armed forces. Thank you for your service. Please stand if you will be attending a four-year college or university this fall. Please stand if you'll be attending a community college or trade school this fall. Please rise if you are entering the workforce after graduation. Please stand if you're starting an apprenticeship, internship, or cadet program. And please stand if you're still deciding what your path to greatness will be, because that's okay too. Please give our class of 2021 a round of applause. Thank you, graduates. You may be seated. Regardless of how your journey to greatness progresses, always remember you are a Ranger, and that is something to be proud of. Remember that the people in this stadium and beyond are on your side, and no matter where you go, Estacada will always be home. I'd like to now welcome our class valedictorian, Brooklyn Bresco, to the stage.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Brooklyn Bresco, and I would like to personally welcome parents, friends, family, teachers, and special guests to today's event. I have been given the opportunity to present you all with a speech regarding my personal high school experience. With that in mind, I would like to start by saying that we are blessed, honored, and excited to have you here tonight to celebrate this step into the next chapter of our lives. I want to say how thankful I am that we are able to be here for graduation, and it is truly special, and I can assure you that me and my peers deeply appreciate it. Through these eventful past 2 years, it has been hard to see the community that raised and supported me suffer so much loss. Some sitting in front of me have lost homes in the raging wildfires that swept through our community. Others have lost friends and family, but our community is strong, and I am proud that we have had the strength to persevere through these horrible incidents. There were times when it seemed like the world was ending due to our series of unfortunate events. From the fires in Australia, World War III memes, my brother getting stuck in a foreign country, getting the longest junior year with our super long spring break. But in retrospect, virtual school wasn't as cool as no school for the rest of the year. That being said, you don't realize how fast time goes by. Soon enough, it will be too late. Looking back on this year, I can't believe how much has happened. It's crazy to even think back to the beginning of the year. After our first day of online school, some were forced to evacuate, and many of us decided to due to the wildfires in our area. Then to top that, we had a huge ice storm, which resulted in a week-long power outage all across the area. As many of us know, it is not best to dwell on the past. Coming back to school was quite difficult, simply because it took a while to get used to. After doing everything online for months, because of restrictions and the thought and eventually the literal action of sitting in class with other students seemed to be the most foreign thing one could think of. Even more so when the athletes and I heard that we could possibly have the chance at participating in sports, and it truly gave us hope. Regarding academic success, this year was definitely my best year of high school, and even though it was more difficult than the average senior year, I wouldn't change a thing. Well, maybe. All in all, this year has been such a blessing. In the beginning of the year, I had lost hope. I remember all I wanted to do was get out of high school and start my life. But things started to come along, working themselves out and rewarding us for being patient and suffering together. This year has been special to me because it really puts things into perspective, leaving me able to appreciate all the little aspects that usually go unnoticed in our everyday lives. I know many students probably feel the same. Now it's here, and I'm sure some of us think it's scary in the fact that you're leaving all that you know and what feels safe. I've witnessed firsthand how rewarding new and scary things are, and I would never be here today, graduating with my best friends and starting my life if I didn't take a chance. So this is a message to my fellow classmates and anyone who needs to hear it. Go out and experience the world. Take a reasonable risk and live your life, because life is all about taking potential beneficial chances, and if you don't, you might never leave your comfort zone and have the ability to see what is waiting for you. My dad has probably told me 1,000 times that there's more growth in failure than success. He also told me don't try do and effort equals success, and you get the point. But if you work hard enough, every one of you will be successful. I'm so grateful that I was able to come back and spend the last few years of high school with my childhood friends. It is such a blessing to be ending high school with the kids I have known since both preschool and elementary. I consider you all family, and I am so grateful that I was able to reconnect with you after being gone for so many years, but it feels like I never left. Thank you to all the parents and teachers that have helped us along the way. We seriously couldn't have done it without you, your love and support, and occasional nagging. I also wanted to recognize Angel Lopez, because without you, the speech would not be in one piece, and so thank you and all your help. I can't believe how fast this year has gone by. It's amazing that I have been able to play volleyball, go to state for track, have the ability to go to football games, and go to prom. I will forever cherish these memories, friendships, relationships that I have made during my time at Estacada High School with my peers, teachers, and my amazing boyfriend, Cody Hobda. I would like all of you to know that I am incredibly proud of you. You are here and you did it. Congratulations, class of 21. Now here's your second valedictorian, Alyssa Pierce.
Well, howdy, hey, hi, everybody. Hope you're having a good night. Thanks for coming out and showing your support. It definitely means a lot. And congrats to my fellow graduates of 2021. We survived. Anyways, what a totally normal year we had. Absolutely no curveballs at all. I'm obviously kidding. It was a very tough year, and I had a hard time writing this speech because I didn't feel like I was qualified. If anybody in my life would agree with me when I say that I did everything wrong this year. But I'm here by the grace of God, and y'all are expecting a somewhat decent speech, so I will try my best. I've learned a lot from this 12-year journey. It's almost like that's the point of going to school. I learned how many hours I could stay awake until I had a panic attack. It's 45, by the way. I learned that when in doubt, there's always a Quizlet for it. I learned to listen to your gut because you're usually smarter than you actually are. And let's not forget parabolas. Super excited to use those in my future. Thanks. But most importantly, I think I learned to take your time and have fun. Abe Lincoln said it best, the best thing about the future is that it comes only one day at a time. I used to think that I needed a big plan for my future or else I would go nowhere. But as that one chick from Twilight said, this isn't the time to make decisions, this is the time to make mistakes. Kenna, you now owe me $20 for quoting Twilight. Life isn't always meant to be planned. Life is sometimes best when it's just lived. So party, live it up, go backpacking in Spain, get a tattoo of yourself fighting a bear on your butt, go to college, get a major in English, and then pursue an acting career. Pursue joy, not success. Because if you're happy doing something, then nobody can tell you that you're unsuccessful. Once again, congratulations to the class of 2021. Love you guys, I guess. And now I'm going to go ahead and give the floor to our salutatorian, Abby Turner.
First, to friends, families, students, and teachers, I'd like to personally welcome you to our graduation and thank you all for being here. And a special thank you to those of you joining us virtually this year. I know it doesn't seem like a typical graduation ceremony, but our class is just glad we get to have one at all. The class of 2021 is one filled with many strong personalities, so strong in fact we may have scared a few teachers off. But to those of you that stuck with us, we'd like to say thank you, and hopefully we've made up for our freshman year by now. I can't say this for everyone else, but I know for a fact I wouldn't be standing up here giving a speech on graduation day as the Salutatorian without some of my teachers. Ever since freshman year, Miss Pedraza made her classes fun and interesting to be a part of. And Miss Patino has always encouraged me, calling me a rock star, and believing that I can do wonderful things if I try hard enough and step out of my comfort zone. To say the least, our class has endured quite a variety of obstacles, from fires and power outages to quarantine and social distancing. But we live through all of this together. I mean, we may not all get along all the time, but going through these together has brought us together. Like the Friends theme song said, when it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year, I'll be there for you. We as a class understand what each other has experienced this last year. To be honest, none of this is how I ever imagined my senior year to be like, but I think we can all say that we will always remember the events that came with our senior year. I remember when people would always tell me that high school would go by in the blink of an eye, but I never really believed them. That is until I woke up one day and realized that I'm a senior about to graduate high school. Just like that, the most stressful and memorable 4 years of our lives are coming to an end. However, I'm very thankful for these last 4 years. I started high school as a shy, introverted girl who didn't like giving speeches or speaking up in class. And now I'm standing up here in front of all of you giving this speech to conclude my senior year. I mean, I'm still not shy and not a fan of speeches, but high school has helped me learn how to deal with the nerves and ignore the sweaty palms. When I first sat down to write this speech, it wasn't inspirational and encouraging words that first came to mind, but rather the memories I made. Like when me and Caitlin were hysterically laughing while practicing our mock interviews because we couldn't take each other seriously. Or when I couldn't change back into my clothes because of the gym fire, so I had to spend the rest of the day in my PE uniform. And whenever Megan tried to tell a joke, was laughing so hard she could never finish it. What we were taught in high school helped many of us decide what we want to do after today. But the memories we made are what have shaped us into the people we are today. Personally, I'm really going to miss high school, but at the same time, I'm excited to move on and start the next phase of my life. This will be the last time many of us will see each other, so I'd just like to say thank you to everyone in the class of 2021 for making high school that much more memorable and fun. I'd like to conclude my speech with a quote from Ron Swanson. Well, I'm not one for speeches, so goodbye. And now, here's our ASB class president, Bronwyn Parak.
Hello, thank you, Abby. I am so grateful to be standing here looking out to my family, my friends, and my peers. I'm so grateful that we are here amongst our family and friends that we have known for a lifetime. I am so thankful for my friends, my family, my teachers, and my coaches that pushed me to cross the finish line. I'm so thankful that we can celebrate these great accomplishments, from being valedictorian to just sitting here being able to say that you made it. After 4 long years, we made it. After being forced into our homes, doing school on a computer, after tragic events and almost losing our sanity, we are here. You know, I remember being in the small 6th grade leadership class that made you do minor, insignificant work around the school, thinking to myself, this is delightful. I could continue to do this, mostly because I got to skip recess with my friend Caitlin and mess around in Mr. Nation's classroom, playing with his little rubber ducks. But as time went on, through the years, I found myself in these small leadership classes, and soon freshman year rolled around, and yet again, Caitlin was right by my side in student council. Only this time it was different. We were doing actual work for the school. Then we soon realized it was the work that nobody wanted to do. However, Caitlin and I had this passion for taking action, stepping up, and doing the grit work. Some of my favorite memories are from doing the grit work. Decorating the hallways and floats for homecoming, cleaning up after dances, and setting up the proms, even if we didn't get to go. After a while of doing the grit work, I turned to Caitlin and I proposed the crazy idea to be president and vice president. I remember her looking at me with this hopeful look in her eyes, saying, "We could totally do that. That'd be so much fun." And 4 years later, here we are, still doing the grit work and still enjoying it. My whole point in telling this story was to say, if you don't put in the work, where are you going to end up? If I had just said, this is too hard, and nobody else wants to do it, so why should I wouldn't be standing up here. I wouldn't have been given the great opportunities I have gotten from putting in the work. I wouldn't have been ASB president, and I wouldn't have been accepted into my dream college. I wouldn't be able to say that I earned any of those opportunities also. So next time you think that something is too hard, or you can't do something, or simply because you're afraid of standing out and going against the grain, think about the endless possibilities and the amazing things that can come from it. And after a while, when those opportunities come to you, you will think back to the time that you could have given up, that you could have thrown in the towel, but you didn't. And you will realize in that moment, you grew. And maybe, just maybe, you will love the person you have become. Now, introducing the Estacada Concert Choir, singing In My Life, directed by Mr. Rendell Frank.
This year, our graduates were able to vote on which faculty member they wanted to speak to them tonight. Mr. Montoya leads our Road to Success program and has been vital to the success of so many of our graduates. Please welcome Mr. Mark Montoya to the stage.
Good evening. I'm Mr. Montoya, and I am the proud teacher of the RTS Alternative Education Program here at Estacada High School. I feel a particular connection to you, the class of 2021, because I began my teaching career in Estacada that year that you entered high school. It has been so rewarding the last 4 years to watch you become adults. Over the last several weeks, we have seen students scrambling in order to ensure that they have met all the graduation requirements. There have been pep talks, way-to-goes, and difficult conversations galore. It has been a tough journey for this graduating class, but you made it. Of the many conversations, one stands out in my mind. A student was struggling to finish a class that was incomplete. During one of those just the facts conversations, they shared something that really struck me. To paraphrase, I should have just done the work back then, but I was scared that the world was ending. It drew my attention to the fact that every student here likely had similar worries they kept hidden. I am sure that we, as adults, didn't always realize just how difficult it has been for you. Like many of you, this student put on a brave face for over a year, tamped down their fears, and persevered until they got all their requirements completed. I am proud of you. I am impressed by the resilience that the graduating class of 2021 has shown. It made me consider where you learned that skill, and the answer is obvious. We are all a product of the people who we grow up around, our families, guardians, teachers, and the community at large. This has been a difficult year for everyone. The echoes of these events will forever be part of each of us, our school, and our community. You are resilient because this community is resilient. You have seen volunteers who dedicate their time year after year at the food bank, neighbors work to cut fire lines, community members donating time, supplies, and space to help those displaced by the fires in the fall, and people helping one another through the dark nights brought on by the ice storm. Estacada is resilience in action. Make no mistake, you tough, resilient young people are the product of our resilient community. You have shown you can tough out difficult times, but as is true of life, there is always more work to be done. Resilience without direction is just survival. The human spirit needs more than that to just survive. It demands a sense of meaning, of intention, and of purpose. Purpose has a simple definition that completely falls short of its meaning. For most of my life, I survived with the faux purpose of curiosity, spending my days in the self-indulgent pursuit of learning new things. Now, I am blessed to have a career that provides me with a purpose. I want the same for all of you. Make no mistake, while education is valuable, it does not hold a monopoly over purpose. My late grandma was the most civic-minded person I have ever known. Her life's purpose was to serve her community. She, like millions of people, find purpose by serving others, through how they earn a living or by other paths. Serving others does not have to be a grand gesture. Friends support each other through hard times. Tradespeople work a hard day to provide housing. Doctors and nurses work a hard day to provide comfort to the sick. Custodians, artists, sanitation workers, and musicians all give of themselves so that we have a better world to live in. At the end of the day, it comes down to one simple question. Have I, in my own way, made the world a better place today? In the daily grind of life, it is easy to forget that question. But it is the sort of thing that creeps up on all of us. In the times that the house is quiet, in the times where we have a moment to ourselves, in the times when we are in the dark and on the verge of sleep, I challenge each of you to continue to be resilient, to persevere, and find a purpose in your life, in whatever form that takes. I have faith that you will do this. Now it's time for you to have faith in yourself. Thank you.
All right, it's the time. It's now time for the presentation of diplomas. Miss Kate Dean and Miss Jordan Collins will soon be introducing our graduates. Thank you for your patience and respect as we announce each student by name so their family may share in their accomplishments.
Brooklyn Bresco. Cody Hobda. Alyssa Rose Pierce. Jacqueline Amanda Husband. Abigail Turner. Megan Carol Holmes. Carson Eaton. Justin Thomas Lang. Trinity Mirren. Nicole Youngberg.
Ty Shibahara. Isaiah Schaefer. Andrew Kent. Riley Page Gipple. Lainey Ackerman. Kira Torvend. Colby Albin. Athena Jewel Williams. Shay Anderson. Kaylee Cooper. Trask Alt. Julia Bennett.
Gary Becker. Matthew Brown Irwin. Lily Mae Belcher McCoy. Felicity Brower. Louis Bever. Avery Dryden. Zachary Brooks. Brian Williams. Brittany Cowich Tooze. Tanya Flores Palayo. Zoe Clark. Viridiana Orozco Hernandez.
Henrico Clemens. Aiden Bartlett. Thais Contamine Odrin. Mia Sophia Klauberg. Meadow Lynn Kofer. Angel Lopez. Thank you. Brianna McKenna DeShrilia. McKenna Helen Kayleen Nelder. Heather Doherty. Lisbeth Garcia Leon. Logan Eels. Taylor Ellison.
Brighton Figgins.
I never want to leave. I am Miss Collins. Before you announce the next kid,
Emerald Hazard. Roman Elmore. Deacon Erickson. Taylor Fisher. Ryan Fullerton. Sierra Gastelum. Alexis Mendoza. Emma Gillette. Connor Cloud. Peyton Grantham. Kale Matkin.
Julia Griffith. Reagan Schleich. Jessica Jaden Guarnieri. Matthew Hapes. Lilu Guillaume. Julie Heschlich. Lucas Henderson. Cole Chandler. James Horn. Zarian Johnson. Savannah Rain Jarvis. Kennedy Watkins.
John Juker. Raymond Garcia. Amber Lieber. Julia Gomez. Maria Martinez. Sarah Medina Sanchez. Carmen Martinez Aedo. Esther Bejito. Justin Marinick. Colton Pitts. Riley McDonald. Braden Reinhold.
Ashley McInnes. Chantel Alexandria Walters. Evan Parsons. Tyler Mullins. Umberto Pizzi. Gemma Fluvia. Thomas Shaper. Bronwith Porath. Rebecca Sandage. Caitlin Hawkins. Elijah Crombie. Dominic Tellis.
Ethan Smith. Walter Simon. Justin Tegman. Matthew Conrad. Evelyn Teo Martinez. Angelica Ramirez. Jasmine Triner. Landon Vidito. Audrey Elizabeth Walter. Haven Richardson. Samantha Warren. Elizabeth Smith.
Micah Bratnov. Mara Aiken. Asia Zong. Gabrielle Chassing. Raven Elise Yoder. Jaden Sharesta. Kyle Zock. Cameron Sunday. Deanna Zool Cowich. Araya Shriver. Aiden Clutch. Jacob Lawson.
While our graduates find their seats, can we give them one big round of applause, please? Dear graduates, this time I get to speak just to you. So before you move the tassels and toss your caps, I want to say a few words. I spoke earlier of your strength and resilience. While I know you are strong, skilled, and resilient, you're entering a new phase of your life, and that comes with mixed emotions. It's times like this that makes me realize that while schools and families work tirelessly to prepare you for what lies ahead, none of us are quite 100% prepared. However, I believe in each one of you and your success. Granted, you're gonna fall down, but the world doesn't care how many times you fall down as long as it's one time fewer than the times you get up. Lastly, I certainly don't have all the answers, ask my own children, but I do have some advice for you that I want to give you while I send you off to better the world. Plan for tomorrow, but enjoy today, the here and now. If you worry about having enough, you will never have enough. There is no one definition of success. You get to create your own. You will soon grow to value everything your parents and guardians have been telling you the last 18 years. They really are smarter than you think. Almost last, you really don't have to post, tag, snap, or TikTok every aspect of your life. Put down your phone, look others in the eye, and have a conversation from time to time. It takes courage to grow up and become who you really are, but you've got this. Grads, thank you for our short time together. You're an amazing group of graduates that are truly destined for greatness. On behalf of the entire EHS staff and faculty, congratulations. Class of 2021, I ask that you please stand. By the authority of the Oregon Department of Education, the Estacada School District Board of Directors, and the administration and faculty of Estacada High School, I declare that you have successfully completed all required courses and tasks to earn your Oregon High School diploma. It's now time for moving of the tassel. Graduates, you may move your tassel from right to left. Almost. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the class of 2021.
Wow.